Hey everybody, welcome to Dad Talk. Today we are live in Dallas, Texas at the Young Women's Leadership Summit with Turning Point USA. And today I am sitting next to the Maga Hulk. What's going on, brother?
Life is good. Life is fantastic. You can't beat being here right now. It's awesome.
So what are we rocking here? Is that like the 24-inch pipe?
24, yes indeed. Dead on.
Yeah.
Dead on, man. I need to get them bigger though. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about what the Maga Hulk does.
Well, the Maga Hulk stands up for what is right and not caring and not being fearful in doing so.
Right.
Because that's always, that needs to be the message now. Is that, you know, especially when it comes to rocking the Maga hat, right? We saw in 2016 on through, actually, I'm not even going to say 2020, but on through.
Yeah.
You get beat up, you get bullied, you get pushed back, you get all this nefarious things, actions happen to you when you wear the MAGA hat. Yeah. So I make it a point to always rock the MAGA hat, to let them know that I am a black man who supports the MAGA movement. Because all of a sudden, it's so nefarious right now. Oh my gosh, you support America. Yeah, I support the country that we live.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, you wave the American flag. Yes, I'm gonna represent the symbol of our nation. Yeah, that's what you do as an American. So all the things that the left tries to put out there that's, oh, it's so bad, so terrible, it's racist. I'm here to combat all of those narratives and do it without fear and show them that other people can do the same.
Hey man, I love it. And there's other narratives that we're fighting in this country, talking about the MAGA movement, man, make America great again. Yeah. One step in making America great again is we got to make the family, the unit again.
It is.
We've got to bring fathers back in the home. We got an 80% fatherless rate going on in the African American household. 1 out of every 3 children in the United States are without their father right now. Talk about being canceled out in the narratives. There's this narrative of this deadbeat dad that doesn't want anything to do with his kids. But here on this show, we're talking to thousands of fathers out there that are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to be in their kids' lives.
Speaking it.
And dude, they're not getting custody of their kids. What do you think's going on, Maga Hulk?
It's ridiculous what's going on. I mean, everything's geared towards the woman, even because they know. Okay, first and foremost, let's talk about what you know what welfare has done to our inner cities, right? Welfare is torn apart. Welfare and feminism, I'll compare, put them both together. They're really both torn down the family unit. Welfare said, we are going to incentivize you to take the father out the home.
That's it,
right? And then feminism said, you don't need the man in the first place. So once we get the father out the home, keep the father gone.
That's it.
Because you are now mom and dad. Right? That's what these feminists are. You know, when Father's Day comes around, oh, you know, all these women are out there promoting themselves as father,
right?
Even in mother and father, even though they kicked the father out the home, right? So father absence is one of the most crucial things we need to get back and get to and address when it comes to the black community. We need to stop incentivizing our fathers to leave, so for a paycheck, you know, marrying the government, you know, as a black woman, and we need to reinculcate the advantages of having a father within the home, right? The delinquency rates will go down, right? And we all understand black on black crime, and if we don't father our children, you better believe the streets will.
That's it,
right? Yeah. The streets are going to father our children. The streets are going to, you know, come here, young blood, come here, young cuz, and they come to these
they want a sense of family.
Yeah, exactly, because they crave that. They miss that from their current family. Their mom's always working, so what do they have to do? They go out and they start committing these acts with these people who claim to be their family. Right. So we need to get back to reinculcating the advantages of having that father in the home, because the father is crucial to the family unit. He's not some type of option, he is crucial. And if we look at a father as an option, we're going to continue to see the rise in crime and delinquency in these minors, and we're not going to progress.
Well, the statistics are crazy, you know, and I think some of the things that you was hitting on something earlier, and I think it's an issue people really need to be looking at. We see the gender confusion going on right now. We're telling women that they can do everything a man can do and that they don't need a man. Guess what? We were born different and we provide different roles, and that's okay. But then you're telling a man that he's expendable, you know, he doesn't need to be a father, or he's a deadbeat, and you're wondering why these young men don't want to be fathers. They don't want to be like men. That's where our gender confusion is going from. They say that the problem, Hulk, is toxic masculinity. I say it's a lack of masculinity.
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, first and foremost, make fathers great again. Make masculinity great again.
That's it.
Okay? Because we have lost our way. You see what the government's pushing, the sissified culture, the sissification of the man, the sissification of our boys and our youth, getting them while they're young, saying it's okay to be this, that, and the third, and it's bad to be a man, it's bad to be masculine, toxic masculinity. They're putting forth all of the messages, all of the nefarious messages that is tearing down our youth and making us so ineffective and effeminate, returning men into effeminate people,
absolutely,
and effeminate beings, and so much. I mean, you see what's going on the left. You see the things that's going on. The promotion of the LGBTQ. Okay, when it comes to
shoved down our throats.
Oh my goodness!
Check this out, Holt. We've got Pride Month all this month, and next week is Father's Day. One day. Mm-hmm. You don't think they put Pride Month on the month that
on
Father's
purpose?
Day? Purpose.
It's all by design.
That's it.
All by design. Everything the left does is perfectly crafted and planned.
Yeah.
They are tearing down the family unit, and like you said, thank you for touching on that, is the fact that Father's Day is during Pride Month. How convenient.
Shoved down the throats of our youth, and if you talk out, you're sexist, you're racist.
Goodness gracious. We get the whole bit.
Yeah.
Sexist, racist, bigot, homophobe, everything, transphobe, the whole bit.
Yeah.
The whole bit. You cannot speak out on the truth unless you accept being canceled.
That's it.
And I don't care. You can cancel me all you want. I'm still going to speak the truth. You're still going to speak the truth. We're still, and that's what real men do. In the face of danger, in the face of adversity, we still stand up and stand strong. That's what real soldiers do. And we're going to continue to do that.
Well, Hope, for any of these men out there that's not quite sure how to get involved or how to get that message out, what's some advice you could give to them and some encouragement to get out there and help us fight this war?
Oh, goodness gracious. First and foremost, you got to live it, right? You got to be out there. You got to be there for your children. You got to stand up for them. You got to put forth a message of strength, right, when it comes to your own family. And you got to do so for society. You got to stand up, get on your social media, get on your soapbox, stand up and stand out, and let them know that you are not going anywhere, and you're going to continue to stand for fathers and fatherhood and things of this nature, that which the left is trying to sweep under the rug and act like it's a thing of the past. No, it's not. It's a thing of now, and it's needed now. And if you're going to stand up, understand they're going to come at you, they're going to vilify you, they're going to disparage you, but you stand on the courage of your convictions, and you stand and be a man.
That's it.
Be a freaking man. How about that for an idea?
Man, I love it. Oh, tell everybody where they can keep up with you, man, if they want to continue seeing what you've got going on.
Yes, sir. You can go to Real Maga Hulk on Instagram and Twitter, Stephen Davis on Facebook, and you can find me at turningpointusa.com as well, Turning Point on YouTube, and the You Aint Black show, You Aint Black on YouTube as well. That's for you, Joe Biden. Yes, indeed.
Yes, so Joe Biden would think that you're not black.
He said that if you don't know whether you're voting for me or Trump, then you ain't black. So we dedicated our show to Joe Biden and his foolishness and his current administration and what they're doing to tear down America. It's all for you, Joe. It's all for you.
I'm going to paraphrase this one, Hulk, because I can't remember exactly how it went, but he said something about poor kids are just as important as white kids.
Poor kids are just as intelligent and as bright as white kids.
So who is the poor kids?
Who's the poor kids?
He's the most racist president.
Oh my goodness, by a landslide. They always talk about Trump is racist, yet and still they can't pinpoint how or what or when he was racist. But when it comes to Joe, we can come off the head with everything. But goodness gracious.
Think of how deep they have brainwashed people to just completely overlook that. I don't understand it.
When I talk to people about the racism that is Joe Biden, they seem to have this cognitive dissonance when it comes to that. Because I'll bring up line after line. Oh no, that's not that bad. Oh yeah, that is true. I've had black people defend him saying, if you don't know whether you're voting for me or Trump, then you ain't black. I've had black people actually to my face defend that statement. I was like, wait a minute, yet and still if Trump said that, if Trump Jr., if anyone on the right were to say the things that Joe Biden has been espousing from the rooter to the daggone tutor, they would be canceled, they would be impeached again, and they would be thrown in jail, they would be going up against a firing squad, I mean the whole bit. But yet and still Joe Biden says the most nefarious things, the most ridiculous things, denigrating black people, and yet and still the left defends it. So don't try to sit here and tell me the left is not racist. They are steeped in racism, from the KKK to Jim Crow, all the way to the future of what's going on right now with the soft bigotry of low expectations and the white savior complex of the left. You better believe the left is steeped in racism. So don't come at me with this type of foolishness. You can miss me with that.
Well, the polarization of our nation, man, they call you sexist, they call you racist, and it seems like it sticks. We're seeing the same thing for men inside of family court. They'll make these allegations against these men. They don't have to be true, but because I've accused you of something, you are automatically assumed guilty. It's guilty until proven innocent. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. And even if these guys can prove their innocence, the person making this allegation, nothing happens.
Exactly.
Look at Brett Kavanaugh.
I was just about to say that.
So how is there no consequences for these false allegations?
Well, I mean, it's the culture. It's the anti-man culture right now. What's going on? I mean, it's not feminism. It's anti-man culture.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's going on right now. They can't stand the man. They can't. We're the worst thing. Even though it was men who stood up for society. It was men who stood up for what's right. It's men who forged the United States of America. It's men who fought in these wars and saved society. World War II, World War I. It was men out there on the front lines dying for society, dying for their countrymen. But yet and still we're vilified as the worst things ever.
Well, but see, women are paid less. They're not getting equality in the workplace. That is the argument that we hear all the time. Well, here's the thing. Men are making up 93% of deaths in the workplace.
Come on now.
Come on. Why aren't those statistics being put out there?
It goes against the narrative.
It goes against the narrative.
I mean, and here's the thing, and I have nothing against women. You know what I'm saying? I love women and everything of that nature.
I do too.
But at the same time, I don't see any women roofers. I don't see any women getting up and doing any of these really dangerous jobs. I mean, I see when it comes to linemen, right? I don't see many women linemen. Right? I don't see many women stepping up to do these jobs that they can make a buttload of money in these careers. I don't see them doing that, but yet and still they want to sit here and point at us men and say it's our fault for their lack of opportunity, quote unquote. I mean, we all know that's not true. The statistics, I can't talk right now. The statistics bear that, you know what I'm saying? They bear that out.
And we're at a women's leadership place, and I want to make sure that people know we're not talking about, I love women. I've got 4 daughters.
Come on now.
I have a boy.
Come on.
Okay, but feminism has become a toxic thing. Originally feminism was meant to be a good thing. They wanted equal rights. Women should be able to work. They should have voting rights. And it was meant to be a good thing. Along the way, it became about superiority. It's no longer about equality. And so that's why people said, why would you want to be at a young women's leadership summit? I said, these are the conversations that need to be had.
Thank you.
We might stick out like a sore thumb, but that's okay with me.
That's fine by me.
Because we got to talk about it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, honestly, and that's really what it is. I mean, we got to, when conservatives put our hands in the pie, it comes out, there's something beautiful that comes out. When the left gets it, they pervert it, they twist it, and cajole it to something that's not supposed to be what the original intent of it, right? I understand the fight for women's rights. I understood the fight for equality. I understand all that, okay? The things that they espoused back in the day wanted equal rights. I completely understand that. However, once the left got their hands on feminism, all of a sudden, look at it now. It's not feminism, it's anti-man. That's what it's about right now. It's so terrible and it's so nefarious. People, like you said, with Brett Kavanaugh, right? Yeah. The man, Christine Blasey Ford couldn't remember basically who, what, when, where, why, and how. Yeah. He couldn't remember anything.
And it didn't come out until he was running for judge.
How convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what we're up against. You don't see this happening to women. No. When it comes to men, no, you better believe we're guilty until proven innocent when it comes to these accusations.
Every day inside a family court, there is a man that is facing an allegation. And because we are so anti-man, it's so easy to believe. And these guys, if they can prove it, nothing happens to the party that makes these allegations.
No, not at all.
And so if we don't get some type of change legislatively, we're just going to continue to see this, and I don't think we're far away from men being canceled out completely.
I completely concur. I completely concur. You look what's going on when it comes to men. You look what's going on when it comes to us and trying to, you know, stand up for our children, stand up for our rights as fathers and things of this nature, and we have the book thrown at us. You know what I'm saying? You better believe we're canceled. I mean, especially if you're living in a liberal place like California or Oregon or places like that. Oh, your chances are slim to none when it comes to any type of court case when it comes up against women, right? Unless you have a bookload of facts and video footage on your side. See, that's what's so nefarious what's going on right now. And we got to stand up. Like, what you're doing. Yeah. What you're doing is so important because you're standing up and you don't care what kind of slings and arrows are going to come your way.
Get them all day long.
Man, I bet you do. What? Bet your comment section is riddled with feminist, man-hating women within their leftist ideology. I bet it is. But you stand on the courage of your convictions and you stand out there, and that's what you guys need to do. Follow his example and what he's doing, because what he's doing is immensely important.
Oh man, dude, so good to meet you, man.
Likewise.
Dude, how did you get them there?
Man, I stay in the daggone gym. I live in the daggone gym, and I eat everything. Okay.
What's that diet like?
It's a little bad. So, I don't want to stand up, so I don't want to see you in my stomach. See, and we're not going to talk about that though.
You getting it from eating Beyond Burgers?
Oh, God. Don't say burgers around me, please. It's a trigger. I'm so triggered right now. I'm like a leftist.
You're good, man. Dude, it was so good talking to you guys. Go check them out. Maga Hope. What all platforms are you on?
I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Like I said, Real Maga Hulk on Instagram and Twitter. When it comes to YouTube, you can find me on Turning Point USA, Real Talk Period Productions, and You Ain't Black. Yes, indeed.
All right, man. Thank you so much, guys. Stick around. We'll be right back.